Why would anyone do that to your face?
Our creditors know that you and Lydia won't receive the full inheritance until you produce a child.
We're making the interest payments.
We're delaying the inevitable, Nicholas. They also know that we need the Karen fortune to meet our obligations. You're starting to wonder if we'll ever get the money.
I married Lydia. What else?
Under protest. And you've been quite vocal about your dislike for your new wife and your continued admiration for Emily Quartermain. Rumor has it the marriage will be over by Christmas.
Sorry to interrupt. What happened?
Our creditors are concerned that the marriage will break up and the inheritance will be lost. My uncle's paying for my mistakes.
In any pain?
Mm-mm. Except for being a little tired, I feel fine. You must be tired, too.
I'm all right.
You know, it's okay to tell me what you're thinking.
I was thinking about the roller coaster ride that we took, you know, and how loud you were screaming. Your hair was whipping around in my face, you know. Reminded me of we were going 85 on an open country road with the window down and your hair whipping around in my face, you know?
You know, I love remembering, too. I loved every moment we had together.
Emily, you can't talk about this like it's in the past. Okay? You can't give up.
You know, one of my favorite times was when you came out to California to rescue me from that boarding school. Remember how we ended up at that bus stop in Arizona?
110 degrees when it was still night. Bus broke down.
I remember how clear the sky was. You know, looking at the Milky Way and all the stars.
I'll always wonder what it would have been like if we'd have just gone to Mexico like we planned.
Yeah. If we'd gotten that little apartment where I could watch for your fishing boat to come back in every night.
You know what? When you get out of here, why don't we just go? I mean, just, you know, forget the drive. We'll just hop a flight, go to the Mexican coast. Yeah. I mean, we don't have to go live there. We'll just go hang out for a month and do nothing.
Okay. But, you know, you have to do something for me first.
Anything?
Go to the bookstore and buy a travel book on Mexico. You know, maybe one of those coffee table books, the ones with the beautiful photographs, so we can figure out where we want to go.
Now?
Yeah, what, you got something better to do here?
I'll stay here with you.
Well, I think we both need something to look forward to, and getting excited about this trip could be the medicine I need.
All right. Well, if travel books is what you want, then travel books is what you get. I'll be back.
Okay.
All right.
From now on, I'll work on presenting a united front with Lydia, assuming you agree.
I'm the one who's been trying to make this marriage work. You're the one who's wanted the world to know how much you hate me.
Well, I apologize. I was mistaken about a lot of things, including the way I encouraged Lucky.
Encouraged him how?
Well, I was angry about losing Emily, and I practically pushed Lydia and Lucky together. It wasn't fair to anyone, but you're gonna have to cut Lucky off now.
Any romance between Lucky and me is mostly in your uncle's head.
Well, I'm not sure Lucky would agree with that. He'll resent being pushed away and blame him like he blames him for everything else, including Summer's death.
Are you absolutely sure that Stefan's right and Lucky is out of his mind?
Look, Lydia, I have no illusions about what my uncle here is capable of. But he had nothing to gain from anyone falling off the cliff that night, Emily or Summer. He knew that as soon as I understood how badly we needed your inheritance, that I'd do my duty and marry you.
I can see it will be a long time before you thank me for all I've done on your behalf. But for now, I'll have to settle for your cooperation in your marriage to Lydia. If you'll excuse me, I need to clean up.
Please tell me everything you just said was a lie.
Hi. Hi.
Oh, I didn't mean to wake you.
Oh, no, I wasn't asleep. I was just drifting.
Where did Zander go?
He can't handle this, Mom. It's all he can do to just sit there and force himself to smile. You know, he can't say what he's thinking or admit he's afraid or sad.
No,
so
maybe you're not giving him enough credit.
He's practically climbing the walls. I remember with Paige, that's how it was in the beginning. I would drive her nuts trying to think of things to do, you know, things that she needed, things that would make her forget about being sick.
So you just sent him away?
I sent him to the bookstore to buy a travel book so we can plan a trip we're never gonna take.
What? Em, don't. Don't think like that. Come on, your immune system is going to recover, and your cancer is going to go into remission, okay?
Just promise me, Mom, if the doctors tell you I'm terminal, you'll let me go home. I don't want to die in this place. Okay. I want to fall asleep for the last time in my own bed, holding someone's hand.
This is the last time you show up at Windermere. I'm gonna tell the guards to keep you off the island, so if you get caught and beat up, I'm not gonna be able to stop that.
What the hell is going on?
Why don't you tell me, Lydia? Did my uncle arrange to kill Emily?
I walked in on Stefan berating Darius the same night Summer was killed. Stefan was upset because Darius pushed the wrong woman.
Did you know ahead of time what he was planning?
No, Nikolas, I had no idea what Stefan was planning until after Summer fell. And I didn't tell you because...
Because what? You wanted the money, right?
Yes, I wanted the money. I also didn't want Stefan to kill me.
Which was smart, because Stefan will kill anybody who gets in his way, except you.
Yes. My uncle's out of control and needs to be stopped, preferably locked in jail for the rest of his life. But the only way that's gonna happen is if we let him think he's won.
At this point, the only proof that we have that Stefan ordered Summer's death is Lydia's word. And a forged note that Baldwin claims that would be inadmissible at trial.
Yeah, well, until we get something more concrete, we'll have to lull my uncle into a false sense of security, you know, let him think that he's gotten away with it. Otherwise, he'll just take extreme measures to cover his tracks. You're reasonably safe until you produce an heir, but he may try and plan an accident for you.
So what about the threat to Emily?
Well, if he's convinced that my interest in Emily has disappeared and that I'm committed to you, then Emily will be safe.
If we morph into devoted lovers overnight, Stefan will suspect something.
Which means we have to make a gradual turn. Look, he'll believe it, mostly because he wants to. He wants to believe he can do anything, no matter how wrong it is, and I'll forgive him.
No matter what he does, Stefan raised you. And you still love him.
The day he decided to kill Emily, he became a stranger to me.
Mom,
No, it's Carly.
why are you here?
Your mom called. She thought that you might want a visit from Jason.
Jason sent you?
Jason's out of the country right now on business, but as soon as we get word to him, he is going to be on the first plane back here.
Yeah, I'm glad my mom called. I want to see Jason, but I haven't asked. It didn't seem fair to single him out when so many other people have been showing up here, you know, wanting to help.
Well, the good thing about Jason is he never tries to put a positive spin on anything. Which some people think is awful, but I think it's actually comforting.
Yeah, Jason can just accept when something happens, you know, instead of trying to explain it away.
Ooh.
You okay?
Yeah.
Is everything all right with your baby?
Yeah, no, everything's good. He just kicked me hard. He does that a lot these days. He's getting so strong. And do you wanna feel it? It's
Sure.
It's pretty cool. Just see what happens. Try it there. Give it a try.
I felt that. Oh my gosh. This little guy's really gonna be a fighter. It must be an amazing feeling to be carrying another life inside of you. Yeah, to feel this little person moving around.
You know, he gets the hiccups all the time, and he's so active, especially at night when I want to go to sleep. You know, though, the whole time that Rick was holding me, there was this little cot that he had, and I would lie down on it, and my little one would kick me, and I was filled with so much love and so much protectiveness.
And you never felt like giving up.
Oh, yeah. At least twice a day, and especially at the end there. But then this one would kick, and all of a sudden I would just be, I don't know, washed with this strength and this, it's almost like a rage to survive, to get me and my child out of there. And then the same thing happened again when I went into premature labor. The doctor came in, he said that they had to take my baby, and I don't know, it's like this power. It came over me, and I didn't care what any damn doctor had to say. They were not taking my baby. I convinced myself that it was okay, and maybe he heard it and felt it. But I'll tell you, the labor stopped.
You made your own miracle.
Well, I don't know about that. The doctors did give me some medication, but I know that maybe I just bought some time.
Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do, you know? Hang on long enough for the medicine to help me.
Oh,
Hey,
hey, Carly.
Zander.
I'm just gonna wait outside.
No, you know, actually, I need to get on home. So, listen, as soon as Jason, we can talk to him, I'll let him know. He'll come over.
Okay, and thanks so much for coming, Carly, and for letting me feel the baby.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
You feel better, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
Take care.
Good seeing you. Surprised to see you smiling this much from a visit from Carly. What'd I miss?
Now, the thing about Carly is that she doesn't give up, you know? Even when she should. Even when it makes absolutely no sense for her to go on. She finds a way. And look at what it's gotten her. A husband she loves, an adorable little boy, and another one on the way. Carly has a great life, you know? I think I can have one too, as long as I don't quit.
Does that mean you want to plan a trip to Mexico?
Absolutely. And when we're there, I want to go down to the beach one night under the stars and make love with you. Maybe we'll even make a baby.
I got your message. Who hit you?
There's been a great deal of tension between Nikolas and myself lately. This is my attempted resolution.
I do not believe for 1 minute that Nikolas hit you.
No, of course not. The bruises are unfortunate, but they'll fade. And they also made Nikolas realize how much is riding on his success of his marriage to Lydia.
So this is just some other plot, I see.
Well, you should be grateful for my maneuvering. It will facilitate your getting your daughter back. Unless you've changed your mind. Is that why you met Ned Ashton at the grill this evening?
You're spying on me?
No, on Ned. It's the next step in dismantling his life so that you can regain full custody of your daughter. It occurred to me that you may be having second thoughts. Did you go to warn Ned this evening?
I went to plead with him to give me my daughter back, but he wouldn't do it. So you do it.
It's good to see you have your priorities straight. Our European Transport Division is in negotiations in Antwerp. You don't have to be a licensed attorney to supervise just a Cassadite.
Trying to get rid of me?
No. Yes. My next move against Ned will be ugly. It would be best if you're not around to witness it.
I'll go anywhere you tell me to go. Just get my daughter back from me.
Come in.
I was just wondering how far you want to take this charade. Should we set a date for a week from tonight when I should spend the night in here with you? We can flip for who gets the bed and who gets the chaise. Or is that too risky? What if one of the servants tells Stefan and he figures it out?
It's a definite possibility. We may actually have to sleep together.
As in lie side by side, or as in do the deed?
What do you want?
I'm not sure anymore. I don't see what's so terrible about wanting my inheritance. But I have no intention of lying on my back thinking of my bank balance while you have sex with me for the sole purpose of placating your homicidal uncle. How did this get to be my life?
I don't know. All I know is that we're in this together, so maybe we should stop fighting it so hard and make the best of it.
I'm willing to try, if you are. I have a suggestion for how we could start.
I'm listening.
You refused to kiss your bride. Try kissing me once. As if you could learn to mean it.